ऑर्गेनाइज करेंगे तो ऐसे ही होता है।
ऐसा ही होएगा।
और आप लोग ने भी बहुत अच्छा किया है पुणे में, संतोष जी, महावीर जी, एक्सीलेंट प्रोग्राम।
कोचर सर का भी हमें मार्गदर्शन मिल रहा है, आप सबका भी मार्गदर्शन मिल रहा है।
संतोष जी, आपके जेसीएफ पूना के स्टार्टिंग जो है ना वो प्रीति मैडम से की हुई है, आपको याद है?
हाँ।
He was there in Pune on that day.
2019 में फेलिसिटेशन उनके हाथों से करवाया था।
इनफैक्ट
उनके लिए वो बहुत हेक्टिक शेड्यूल था, लेकिन फिर भी हमारा जो एक रिक्वेस्ट था उनको उन्होंने पूरा मान दिया। वो आई, सर भी आए थे, लेकिन सर महाबलेश्वर से आए थे, साहब जी के पास, साहब जी के निशा में थे वो, और जयेश भाई। तो कोचर सर और जयेश भाई काला, ये दोनों भी आए थे, लेकिन उनको आते थे थोड़ा लेट हो गया था। लेकिन सब अपने प्यार के खातिर तो आ ही गए। माने तो ये सब आपका प्यार है जो ये रंग ला रहा है।
नहीं, आपकी मेहनत है, सो आप कर रहे हो, मतलब मेहनत, हार्डवर्क है ना, हार्डवर्क, और अपने इंटेंशन अगर अच्छे है ना, इंटेंशन।
उस वक्त प्रदीप भाई भी सुबह 5 बजे उठ के वहां से आए थे, मैंने तो रियली अप्रिशिएटेड।
यस,
प्रदीप भाई तो एग्जैक्टली टाइम पे थे।
या फिर हम लोग साथ में ही गए थे, प्रदीप भाई वगैरह सब।
हाँ जी।
और ना मेरे को एक जगह पे जाने का है एक्चुअली, सो अभी कैसे है अपना प्रोग्राम?
इमीडिएटली स्टार्ट करते हैं मैडम। यस,
क्योंकि मैं दिल्ली में हूँ एक्चुअली, so there is some meeting at 8:15. They have called me.
Okay, we'll immediately start.
Please start.
हाँ। I know participant थोड़ा लेट आते हैं, मुझे पता है, but at least हम शुरू कर देंगे तो बेटर।
नहीं, we'll start immediately.
हाँ जी।
Hi everybody, this is CA Pradnya Bam. First of all, I would really like to thank everybody who has participated today. And it's such a pleasure to get all of CAs, all senior CAs, आप लोगों का guidance मिलने के लिए. And especially thank you Mahavir sir and Santosh sir and Shantilal Kochar sir कि आप लोग effort ले रहे हो JCF को ऐसे एक women लोगों के लिए explore करने के लिए, CA women लोगों के लिए. तो एक जो अपना हमेशा का routine है, we'll start with नवकार मंत्र and ठीक है, I'll start, then we'll start further. नमो अरिहंतानम, नमो सीतानम, नमो आयरियानम, नमो अजायनम, नमो लोय सवसाउनम, एसो पंचनमुक्कारो सव पापनाशनो, मंगलानम च सर्वेसिं, परमं हवै मंगलम परमं। So आज का जो ओकेजन है, मतलब I personally feel every day is a women's day because we are leaders, we are motivators, we are housemakers, we play different roles, we are professionals, we are business women, and it is such a huge role we play in every day's part. So I feel that personally it's every day, but since it's 8th of March and we consider it as Women's Day, so I would like to start the program and wish all of the females who are attending today happy Women's Day. And since Preeti ma'am is in Hari, I would like to introduce her. I mean, I personally feel Preeti ma'am को कोई introduction का जरूरत नहीं है, मतलब everybody knows Preeti ma'am. She was one of the first person to get elected as CCM members जब vote count चल रहा था. And personally, I was so happy because first she was a female, and it makes हम लोगों को प्रीति मैम personally I felt so proud that जो सबसे पहले CCM member के लिए elect होके आई वो एक female थी. So it showed a strength, and आपकी वजह से बहुत सारे लोग female लोगों को motivation मिलने वाला है. आप, श्वेता मैम, मौसमी मैम, कि ठीक है हम लोग भी एक इंस्टीट्यूट में एक पार्ट बन सकते हैं कि हम लोग we can also lead. And it's not only men's club, which lot of female जो है they feel. So you are really a ceiling breaker, glass breaker for us. We really look up to you. And to introduce her, she is senior partner at KPB and Associates. She has been member since last 20-25 years, and she is a CCM member for 2022 to 2025 for 3 years. She has also been WIRC member for 9 years and has been chairperson of WIRC for the year 2019-20. She holds a certificate in Entrepreneurs Development Program DISA from Institute, Insolvency Professional. She also has cleared her certificate course in FAFD, ICI. She has an exposure over 20 years in the area of strategic planning, business advisory, internal audit, and risk mitigation. She is also a part of fundraising and debt syndication. She also assists businesses and NGOs in giving them a vision and leading forward. So also she has mentored various women professionals in restarting their professional careers, which is I feel the need of time, and we need too many people, female CAs who can bring back the workforce. So I would really like to call Preeti ma'am and address us.
You are on mute, Preeti.
Okay. So thank you very much, Pradnya, for such a warm welcome and introduction. So Santosh ji, Mahavir ji, and Shantilal Kochar ji, all respected, very senior members of JCAF, Bafna ji, I can say. I know all these members very personally, and my dear friend Shweta Jain, who is the secretary of WIRC, very, very dear friend she is. And I can also see Moshmi, who is there at the Pune branch, and my very dear friend, I am seeing who has joined is Arun Anandgiri. So I'm really amazed that Arun is also there. So all my dear friends, participants, first of all, let me thank all of you for putting trust and faith in me and getting me elected to the Central Council with the highest number of votes. So it's all your love and affection and trust which you all have put in me. Want to give back all of you what I can do best for my fraternity, for my members, for my students. And as regards to JCAF, it is at my heart. So any member calling me for any support from Institute, I will be available any point of time. So without anything, just I'm a phone call away. That is assurance from my side. Whatever support required from my side, I will be there 24/7 for my members of JCAF. Again, I have been invited to as a keynote speaker, friends, and Pradnya has said ki, something like role model they are seeing in me. But friends, it is all I can say is hard work and dedication. No, we like 3D movies than the normal movies. 3D movie में कुछ है ना, सामने से आता हुआ लगता है अपने को कि वो अपने पास आ रहा है. वो हम चश्मा पहनते हैं तो सामने से कुछ अपने पास आ रहा है. So that what is this 3D? These are desire, dedication, determination. So if you desire something, if you determine it and dedicate yourself to achieve that, I am 100%. The entire universe will be with you and you will achieve that what you desire. And friends, there are a lot of challenges in the life which are coming, whether personal or professional. But don't worry, there is a way forward to you and the sky is limit. So always prepare yourself. These are not the failures, but these are the challenges you have to convert into opportunities, and you can achieve what you desire. So there is a break. If there is a failure, you will be thinking in a better way what best you can do. Again, anything you require, let me know at any point of time. I'm always there. That is what I'm repeatedly telling. At Institute, I have been given the opportunity of as a vice chairperson of Women Members Empowerment Committee, and for women, I have a lot of plans to do, and action plan has already been jotted down. We are coming up with various study courses, training workshops, as well as seminars Then we are coming up with the conferences, and we want to reach out to various people, some surveys, some researches, and followed by our Women Achievers Award this year. Again, I have been given the opportunity to serve as a chairperson of Sustainability Reporting Standards Board. So hardly anyone knows about the SRSB, that is sustainability, and it is a requirement. Right at present, the chartered accountants are only doing the financial reporting, but now the world globally is looking at ESG reporting, that is environment, social, and environment. How much we are putting our efforts so that we save our environment. Today morning, I have seen a 2 minutes video, what it was saying. So nature doesn't require us. We require nature for ourselves. Nature doesn't require any person, any people. So we have to see and ensure that we save nature for our future betterment. So there are 17 SDG, that is Sustainability Development Goals, which have been developed, and standards which are coming up. SEBI has already given these standards, and we are developing version 2 standards. The version 1 has already been developed. Again, a new concept of SSE, that is social stock exchange, is coming up. So this SSE is like, at present we have NGOs and trust, but like we have this 2 stock exchanges, that is social, that is NSE, National Stock Exchange, and Bombay Stock Exchange. World over, we are the leading position. India, first time India is coming up with this social stock exchange, where these NGOs as well as for-profit making enterprises will be listed. The draft rule have already come up. We are doing a lot of studies into it. And friends, very soon we have a meeting with SEBI after 2 days on 10th. And very soon we'll be discussing how to start this thing, maybe within 1 year's time. Again, Women Empowerment Committee, as a vice chair, I have already told you a lot of program studying. I'm also in a vice chair of CLCGC, that is Corporate Law and Corporate Governance Committee, where we are at present doing on daily basis 2 hours meeting with Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and there at present that version 3 forms are coming up. That is, all those forms, web-based forms are coming up for formation of LLP, and we are in the process of review those forms. We have made a team who is reviewing it and telling the MCA still these forms, because we want that our members should not suffer while filing the forms. So a lot of reviews are happening at the back end from institute side, and lot of investment of time and energy is happening, and we have built very good rapport with ministry also. So these are some certain updates only relating to my committees. However, there are creatives going. I request all of you to please contribute from your side in whatever areas you want to contribute. We want women faculties. We are starting up with faculty development programs. I request all of you to please, women CAs, to come forward either as a faculty or as a coordinator, so that your leadership quality will also increase. We are here to support you. So friends, I really thank JCAF Pune for inviting me and giving me this opportunity. Again, पद्मा महाराज साहब की निश्रा में और आप सबके आशीर्वाद से सब बहुत सारे काम हो रहे हैं. सो आपके आशीर्वाद एंड बेस्ट विशेस बनाए रखिएगा, यही मेरी आप लोगों से विनती है. सो जय जिनेंद्र, थैंक यू वेरी मच.
जय जिनेंद्र. आप बहुत शॉर्ट नोटिस पे है मैडम, इसलिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
It's my privilege to be there virtually, so thank you.
Yes.
For inviting me.
Thank you.
Jai Jinendra, everybody. Sorry, I'm late. Got stuck into Pune's traffic. Had another program in Maharashtra Tax Practitioner Association. So extremely sorry. Thanks a lot, Preeti ma'am. It was really very fruitful and nice information, and we'll surely work on the faculty position thing as you have mentioned, there a lot of scope is there for the same. Thanks a lot for your key address notes. Thanks.
Yeah. So with all of your permission, shall I leave?
Thank you,
Yes,
ma'am.
Surely,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Surely, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, please.
Hi.
छाया जी,
Yes,
एक
sir.
रिक्वेस्ट है, अभी ड्यू टू पॉसिटी ऑफ टाइम हमने थोड़ा प्रोग्राम में चेंज किया था.
Okay.
कोचर सर का ओपनिंग रिमार्क एक रह गया है. आई थिंक विथ हिज काइंड परमिशन वी शुड प्रोसीड विथ ओपनिंग रिमार्क, प्लीज.
Please, sir. Please. Coaches.
हाँ, अब कोचर सर को रिक्वेस्ट कर सकती है टू गिव हिज ओपनिंग रिमार्क.
Friends, today we have with us legendary chartered accountant Shri Shanti Lalji Kochar, who carries a huge legacy of working as a chartered accountant since 1977. I know, long before few of us born. Shri Kochar sir is basically from Jodhpur, Rajasthan, but his karm bhoomi is Mumbai. Shri Kochar sir is president of Jain Chartered Accountant Federation Apex, formerly known as JCAF. Introducing him is like Suraj ko diya dikhana, and I'm sorry, I will not do that mistake. So on this note, I request CA Shantilal Kochar sir to please guide us and say few words for us. Kochar sir, dice is all yours now.
Thank you, Sapna, for nice introduction.
Thank you,
सबसे
sir.
पहले तो गुरुदेव न्यायप्रभु सागर जी महाराज साहब के चरणों में कोटि कोटि वंदन. और आप सभी वुमेन्स जो यहाँ पर प्रेजेंट है उनको वुमेन्स हैप्पी वुमेन्स डे which we are celebrating today. And thank you Mahavir ji and Santosh ji for organizing this very nice program which is suitable for this today's date. And I congratulate you all, and I thanks all the participants and the speaker Preeti ma'am and Sweta, Mosmi, and all other speakers for accepting our invitation and giving the guidance to the all our women's chartered accountants on this occasion. And friends, that UN target is that equality of the women's along with the men's. So this target, and we should encourage our women's participant and the chartered accountant to come together and participate in all the programs wherever the opportunities are there, and there should be an equality of the opportunity to each and every one. It's not only the day when we are talking about the women's, but we should in the practice we should believe that even all the ladies and entrepreneurs or chartered accountant professionals, they should be given the equal opportunities to serve to the societies and show their professional abilities and strength. And day to day work, they are also doing very well done. And with these words, I thank you for giving me this opportunity. I welcome you all and thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. It was really good learning, and we got to understand the value of equality of opportunity from you. Thanks a lot for your kind words. Pradnya, do you know one thing?
What, ma'am?
Initially, Women's Day was planned for 6th of March.
Really?
Yes, it was, my dear. But you know what? Women took 2 days to get ready. That's how it postponed it to 8th of March.
Come on, man.
But humorous.
And you know what? How about Men's Day?
There's no Men's Day.
We have also planned Men's Day. But what? As usual, they forgot the date. So,
This was humorous, sir.
on a lighter note, for no offenses, forgive me if I say anything wrong. Okay, all right. On this, I would request CA Pradnya to kindly introduce CA Shweta Jain ma'am so that she can share her learning and knowledge with us. Pradnya, this is all yours.
Thank you, ma'am. Then I would really like to call Shweta ma'am to say a few words. But before her, I would like to introduce. इलेक्शंस के टाइम पे तो श्वेता मैम के बारे में सबने पढ़ लिया है और काफी सारा सुना है. But then I can add few sentences. So Shweta ma'am is founding partner of Shweta Jain and Associates. She was chairperson of Vasai branch of WIRC of ICII in 2013. and she is now currently secretary of WIRC. She has contributed as guest faculty and program coordinator at various seminars and conferences. She is also a regular speaker on the topic of code of ethics. So I'm definitely sure we are going to listen something very, very good. Yes.
Yes.
And she's currently involved in training of CA students since 2008. So the Preeti ma'am was talking about us being as faculty. So Shweta ma'am is already a faculty over here, and she has been involved and part of various communities like Women Empowerment, Students Committee, newsletter and publication members committee, India's committee. Oh my God, ma'am, seriously too much of work. I really need to talk to you. How do you manage all of this work and life and ICI committees? And she's also member. She was also nominated as a member of Digital Accounting Insurance Board Committee for the year 2021, and was instrumental in organizing various technology related programs. So she specializes in concurrent and statutory audits of private and public sector banks and other enterprises. She also has experience in company law matters, accounting and auditing standards and Indians. So I would really like to call upon Shweta ma'am to share her few words.
Thank you so much, Pradnya, for the beautiful words. परम पूज्य गुरुदेव न्यायपदम सागर जी महाराज साहब के चरणों में कोटि कोटि वंदन। JCF Apex President Shantilal ji Kochar, JCF President Pune Santosh ji Doshi, General Secretary JCF Pune Mahavir Chanodia ji, TC Bafna sir, Vidyut Jain, our today's speakers Sapna, Mosmi, coordinators Chaya, Pradnya, and a very good friend Arun. He has also joined, and all the participants. Jai Jiren to all of you. Firstly, let me thanks to JCF Pune for inviting me and giving me this honor. Preeti has beautifully explained about 3D, which is really important. And the topic has been allotted to me is work-life balance. So let's hear something about work-life balance, which I can share based on my experience. So generally, friends, we professionals led very busy lives. And many of us didn't normally have the time for our family, or for, we can say, a major part of our life even, say, such as birth of any child or death of loved ones. And often our work takes precedence over everything else in our life. But friends, our desire to succeed professionally can push us to set aside our own well-being. So we have to do something, some balancing should be there between work and our own life. So creating a harmonious work-life balance is very, very important to improve not only our physical, mental, or emotional well-being, but it is important for our career also. I know the balancing your professional and personal life can be challenging, very, very challenging. But friends, it is essential. If I say, if you are meeting your deadlines at work while still having times for your friends, families, and hobbies, also you are having enough time to sleep properly and eat well, then only we can say, yes, my life is balanced, or I am balancing my professional and personal life together. So friends, whatever I'm talking is not a dream. Yes, we can do it. We can do that in our real life also. And today I'm gonna tell you about how we can do balance between both professionally and personal life, both. So if you ask me, in my view, or we can say, friends, we need to understand what is work-life balance and why it is important. And if you ask me, in my view, when a person equally prioritize the demands of one's career and the demands of one's personal life, That is work-life balance. It's simple. Now, the question is, or the question comes in our mind is, how do we do that? So I have summarized it into 5 tips, which I can say, not a rocket science, but it's I can say based on my personal experience. The first tip or the first submission I can say is, the first, you should examine your situation. Think about what your most important values are and how you want to spend your time. Simply, what you can do is take a step back and ask yourself few questions. The first question is, what is currently causing me stress, unbalance, or dissatisfaction? First, ask yourself, then how are these circumstances affecting me and where it is affecting me? How I perform and engage with my new job or new assignment or my work, how are they impacting my personal life? What I'm prioritizing, what I'm sacrificing, and what is getting lost? This is really important to ask yourself first. Only after you examining this and take a mental pause and acknowledge this factor, of course, it can become you will start begin to tackle them. ये करने के बाद ही आप अपने उन प्रॉब्लम से, उन सिचुएशन से निपटने की शुरुआत हमको मिल सकती है. सो फर्स्ट, एग्जामिन योर सिचुएशन. हर एक की सिचुएशन अलग अलग हो सकती है. मे बी जो मेरी सिचुएशन है एट फैमिली, एट वर्क, आपकी नहीं हो, आपकी कुछ और हो सकती है. एंड इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी कि आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग इन ओनली फ्रॉम द विमेन पर्सपेक्टिव. इवन फॉर मैन ऑल्सो द वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस इज equally important. So first submission I can say is, examine your situation and ask yourself some questions. Then second is, pay attention to your emotions also. Once you have increased your awareness of your current situation, then now please examine that how the situations makes you feel. Ask yourself that, do I feel energized, fulfilled, or satisfied by doing my work or whatever I'm doing currently? I'm satisfied, I feel energized or not? Or do I feel angry, resentful, or sad? The simple. जो भी आप कर रहे हो, आपकी सिचुएशन क्या है, उसके बाद में सोचिए कि इससे मुझे सेटिस्फेक्शन मिलता है क्या, द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंटली. और आई एम जस्ट डूइंग इट जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ मेरे को ये करना है, मेरा जॉब है, मेरा काम है, मेरा असाइनमेंट है, इसलिए मुझे करना है, और मेरी लाइफ में मेरे को ये सारी चीजें, फैमिली में भी, जस्ट बिकॉज टू फुलफिल सम रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज आई एम डूइंग इट. सो आफ्टर एट द एंड व्हाट यू आर गेटिंग इट, दिस इज रियली इंपॉर्टेंट. विच मीन्स जब आप अपनी करंट सिचुएशन को एनालाइज करते हैं, उसके बाद जब ये सोचते हैं कि जो मैं कर रही हूं या मैं कर रहा हूं, क्या मैं उससे खुश हूं, सेटिस्फाइड हूं, या जो काम मैं कर रही हूं वो मुझे एनर्जी दे रहा है या नहीं दे रहा है. या हो सकता है जब आप ये सोचने लगोगे तो आपके माइंड में बहुत सारे नेगेटिव थॉट्स आएंगे, मे बी नेगेटिव इमोशंस भी अट्रैक्ट हो सकते हैं, बट प्लीज एक्सेप्ट दैट ऑल्सो एंड जस्ट फेस इट. This is the reality, and because your emotion is equally important. Friends, I do agree that a rational understanding of the decisions and priority driving your life is a really important. But the capacity to recognize how a situation is making you feel, which we generally called emotional reflexivity, is also equally important. So my second submission is, pay attention to your emotion also and find a job that you love. जो भी आप काम करते हो वो आप सच में करना चाहते हो, आप उसमें अच्छा फील कर रहे हो, वो ही काम आपको करना चाहिए. You don't need to love every aspect of your job. It's not necessary whatever I'm doing हर एक चीज मुझे पसंद है, but it needs to be exciting. Exciting इतना कि मतलब exciting enough that that you don't dread getting out of bed of every morning. हमको ये नहीं लगना चाहिए कि अरे फिर से सुबह हो गई, फिर से मंडे है, फिर से काम पे जाना है, वेकेशंस नहीं मिला. Something should not be like that. You should be exciting enough regarding your work, for your work also. My third submission is prioritize your health. See friends, your overall physical, emotional and mental health should be your main concern. And if you struggle with anxiety or depression, and if you think or feel that some therapy would benefit you, so then fit those sessions into your schedule. Even if you have to take a leave from your work, or if you have to leave early from your work, doesn't matter, do it. Don't ignore your health at all, because prioritizing your health first and foremost will make you better employee and better person. एंड ये इतना भी कोई बड़ा काम नहीं है. आप अपनी हेल्थ को लेकर अगर थोड़ा भी केयरफुल होते हैं, सो जस्ट स्पेयर अ फ्यू मिनट्स ऑन अ डेली बेसिस. लाइट एक्सरसाइज विल बी इनफ, एंड meditation will definitely give you a more power to work on. Or since this platform is a Jain Chartered Accountant Federation, और मेडिटेशन का हमारे जैन धर्म में एक अलग ही महत्व है. What I can say is, because उसको हम इंग्लिश टर्मिनोलॉजी में मेडिटेशन बोलते हैं, हमारे इसमें हम उसको ध्यान बोलते हैं, या हमारी जो साधनाएं हैं, काफी सारी एक्टिविटीज ऐसी है जो मोर ऑफ मेडिटेशन ओरिएंटेड है. सो मेडिटेशन इज रियली इम्पोर्टेंट. जस्ट उसको प्रैक्टिस करो डेली, हाफ एन आवर, 10 minutes, 15 minutes is also enough. So my third submission will be, please take utmost care of your health and don't ignore at all. Fourth is, learn to say no. Take a vacations. I mean, sometime truly unplugging means taking vacation time and shutting work completely off for a while is also good. I mean, it's not a bad idea to take some vacations for yourself. Whether your vacation consists maybe for 1 day, 1 day stay, or maybe 2-week trip to anywhere, maybe in India, maybe foreign, somewhere else, or just sitting idle at home, that is also fine. It is important to take time off to physical and mentally recharge, because हमको ऐसा लगता है कि अगर हमने अभी छुट्टी ले ली तो बाद में फिर और ज्यादा लोड होगा और समथिंग काइंड ऑफ, और हम एनर्जी फील नहीं करेंगे. बट अपने आप को रिचार्ज करने के लिए भी ये वेकेशंस लेना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी हो जाता है. So we generally are worried, as I said, that the taking time off will disrupt the workflow, and they will be met with a backlog of work when we come back or when we return from the vacations. So this fear should not restrict you from taking a much needed break, because uski jo demand hai, that also you have to fulfill it. The truth is, there is no nobility is not taking well-deserved time away from work. So the benefit of taking a day off far outweighing the downside. So with proper planning, you can take time away without worrying about burdening your colleagues or contending with a huge workload when you come back or when you return from vacations. So whenever you feel कि बस अब बहुत हो गया है, just I need some time for myself or just to think for myself, just say no to work and take a vacation from your work life. And by doing this, you will make time for yourself and your loved one also. We know that your work is really important, but it should not be your entire life. You you were an individual before taking this position, or before starting the work, you were an individual, and you should prioritize your activities or hobbies that makes you happy. That is really important. So achieving your work life balance requires deliberate action. So no matter how hectic your schedule might be, you ultimately have control of your time and life. This should be actually. So my fourth submission is, learn to say no whenever you feel like so, and take a proper vacation. It gives you energy while you come back again on work. And the fifth submission, and which I can say is my last submission, or say some tips for this work-life balance. So since time is allotted to me, it's 15 to 20 minutes, I will restrict. And the topic is so huge, I can speak on and on, I can go on and on, but I have to restrict myself.
You can extend your speaking, no worries, because I am sure everybody is enjoying it and getting good points to learn.
Yeah, but I would love if anyone wants to ask any question. So
I have one question. After your speaking is done, I will ask.
Yeah, okay. So my fifth submission, I can say, is to maintain your work life and personal life balance together, is the accept that there is a no perfect work life balance. It's ऐसा कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है कि हमने एवरी डे वी आर प्लानिंग, मेरा हर दिन परफेक्ट होना चाहिए, मेरा काम परफेक्ट होना चाहिए, मेरे घर पे हर चीज परफेक्ट होनी चाहिए. यू डोंट, सारा बर्डन आपके ही शोल्डर्स पे नहीं है. फर्स्ट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड योरसेल्फ कि ऐसा नहीं है कि सारा कुछ मुझे ही करना है. ये स्पेशली विमेन्स में ये बहुत ज्यादा, एक मैं बोल सकती हूँ कि बैड हैबिट्स होती है कि हमको लगता है कि सब कुछ सिर्फ हम ही कर सकते हैं, दूसरा कोई नहीं कर सकता. सो आपको डिलीवर, आपको काम देना आना चाहिए कि किसी को आप कैसे हैंडओवर करते हो, किससे कैसे काम करवाते हो. दिस इज ऑल्सो इक्वली इम्पोर्टेंट. फॉरगेट अबाउट, ठीक है, आई नो हर एक पर्सन जब बोलता है कि नारी देवी का रूप है और समथिंग, सो ऑफ कोर्स लक्ष्मी, सरस्वती, दुर्गा तीनों रूप होते हैं नारी के, बट अपने आप को दुर्गा मत अज्यूम करके चलो विथ द 9 हैंड्स कि सारा काम हमको करना है. वी हैव वन लाइफ फॉर आवरसेल्फ एंड वी हैव ओनली 2 हैंड्स. कोई 9-10 हाथ नहीं है कि हम सारा काम खुद कर सकते हैं. So don't feel and don't behave like हर एक चीज मुझे perfect होनी चाहिए. और when it comes to the work, and when we hear work-life balance, we probably imagine having an extremely productive day at work. And हमको लगता है leaving early for home and then spend other half day for my family, my kids, my friends. So this is a perfect day and I can say कि yes, this is a work-life balance. So friends, ऐसा नहीं है. While sometimes this may seems ideal कि ऐसा होना चाहिए, और कभी कभी हो भी जाता है, तो हमको लगता है yes, that day was a perfect day, या today is a perfect and a great day, कि आज सारा कुछ जैसा मैंने प्लान किया था वैसा सब कुछ हो गया. But it is not always possible. So don't strive for the perfect schedule. Strive for a realistic one. आपसे क्या हो सकता है वो आप देखिए. ये जरूरी नहीं है कि जो बाकी सारे करते हैं वो भी मुझे करना है. मेरे से क्या हो सकता है, मेरी क्या सिचुएशन है, मेरे पर्सपेक्टिव में क्या फिट बैठता है, वो बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. So probably some days you might focus more on work, while on other days you might have more time, free time, I can say, or you may have some energy to pursue your hobbies or spend time with your loved ones. Best example was the corona period. जब भी हम लोग घर पे थे, बहुत starting first and second 2 महीने तो इतना बढ़िया लग रहा था. Yes, all families are sitting together, watching movies, playing games, everything. तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा था कि यस, अभी बहुत टाइम के बाद में एक ब्रेक मिला काम से, बट अगेन इट हैज स्टार्टेड because it's not a realistic life. So sometime you may have a more work, sometime you may have a more time for yourself. So balancing should be there in between. So balance is achieved over time, not each day. So you have to understand and accept that no perfect life balance on a daily basis. And it is important to remain fluid and constantly assess where you are versus your goal and priorities. This is important. And at times, your children may need you, and other times you may need to travel for a walk, but allowing yourself to remain open to redirecting and assessing your needs on any day's key is or any day I can say this is the key for finding balancing. So I can conclude here my words for work-life balance for this 5 tips, which is based on my experience, which I can say. So I will conclude my words here. And a very happy Women's Day to all lovely ladies who have joined today. And thank you so much for patient hearing me. And if you have a questions, definitely I would love to answer.
It was wonderful hearing you, Shweta ma'am. But before I thank you in a great detail, I have a one question.
Sure.
Like at the time of introduction, Pradnya has mentioned some achievements, degree, experience, and lot of things. So, are they from this birth, or you carried forward from the last birth?
I can say from this birth only, because I
Hats off
don't know
to you,
anything about
ma'am.
my last birth.
Hats off to you, and we have lots of things to learn from you. And it was really, really nice learning about work-life balance and how easily one can manage life with work. Thanks for motivating all of us and enjoy guilt-free life. Yes, it's not difficult to manage happy life and a successful profession if you enjoy both. And of course, your 5 tips, your 5 rules, which we have surely noted down along with our Jain mythology of meditation. And in meditation, we have one mythologic name, laughter therapy. So for that, I have one thing to share with. Hey Pradnya, did you know women use about 3,000 words a day, while men use only 15,000 words a day?
Why, ma'am?
Because women have to say everything 2 times.
That's really funny.
Okay, friends, thanks. Health is well, so keep laughing, smiling, and enjoying the life the way you want, and learn to say no and make a balance. On this note, I would request CA Pradnya to please introduce CA Sapna ji.
Hi, Sapna ma'am. CA Sapna ma'am belongs from Aurangabad. She cleared her CA in 2014 and has been member since 2014. She has also completed her ESA in 2016. Concurrent auditor, certified concurrent auditor, Institute 2016. She has also cleared her FFD course from Institute in 2016. A very different thing is she's also a cyber security advisor by Maharashtra Self-Employment Training Board. So she is also working in this field related to cyber security. She is also an active training faculty for orientation program and GMCS in Aurangabad branch. She is also teaching faculty for CA CPT Mathematics and Statistics at ICI Aurangabad branch. She has delivered GST seminars and taken GST workshop in Aurangabad. She is actively managing head and editor of newsletter committee of ICI Aurangabad and has also contributed article on Startup India and income computation and ICDS for ICI Aurangabad. So I would like to call Sapna ma'am and say a few words.
Thank you, Pradnya. Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction, and a very happy Women's Day to everyone. Shweta ma'am, one thing for you. Ma'am, today I met the first person who spoke the eternal truth that work and life cannot be balanced. It is perfectly true that it cannot be balanced, and we have to balance it, right? So कहीं पे कम ज़्यादा तो हो ही जाता है. Okay, so yeah. Shweta ma'am, by telling about the work and life balance, you have set a perfect platform for me to tell everyone about the professional opportunities they have. So अब ऐसा है कि work and life का balance तो देख लिया, अब चलो काम शुरू करते हैं. Okay, so just I'll share my PPT. We might go a little bit faster, okay, due to paucity of time. And okay, so the topic which was given to me was professional opportunities and personality development. So I thought, what is personality development basically? But then I thought, let's merge professional opportunities with personality development. It is not just professional opportunities which can do wonders, or even just not personality development can do wonders. There has to be a combination between both of them, and only then the things can work, right? So that's the reason I made it professional development. I made the topic professional development instead of professional opportunities and personality development. Okay, so first of all, how many of you do apply for empanelments? Just you may raise your hands. Okay, so many are there, right? But ये हमारे साथ हर बार होता है कि अप्लाई तो किया बट ऑडिट नहीं आया, राइट? सो इसीलिए आज हम लोग कुछ ऐसी चीजें देखने वाले हैं. बेसिकली आई एम गोइंग टू फोकस ऑन दीज थिंग्स कि हम लोग एम्पैनलमेंट तो करते हैं बट ऑडिट नहीं आते, तो ये क्यों होता है? Okay, so before that, I'll just within 5 or 10 minutes, I'll take you through the opportunities, the professional opportunities which are provided by ICI itself. Okay, bahar to hai, hum log auditing and all things we can do, but there are some opportunities which are provided by ICI itself, but many of us are unaware about it. Okay, so starting आज Women's Day है, तो पहले women's portal से शुरू करते हैं. And the first opportunity which I want to talk about is the CA Connect. The CA Connect program, the CA Connect portal. This portal, you can find it on women's portal .ici.org. The link is there. And here you have to, all the women who are not working or have taken a break from their practice or say job, so they can fill this form and get opportunities through this portal. Your data will be compiled with ICI from through this portal, and then you can get various opportunities through ICI. Okay, then the next one is our ICI has given many such more opportunities. Basically, I would say for women. Okay, not only women. I have heard many of my friends asking me कि यार कुछ part time मिल सकता है क्या? Male friends. Okay, so these opportunities are not only for women but also for male members too. Okay, so some I have listed over here, like examination department. We'll see each and every opportunity in detail. So this one is, the first one is the examination department. We can get ourselves empaneled over here. We can become an examiner, checker, and observer. Okay, so these three options are open through the examination department for each and every member. For becoming an examiner, you have to give a certain exam, which is a MCQ type exam, and if you clear that, then you become an examiner. Okay, so the charges which institute pays us for becoming an examiner are in front of you, and as now the evaluation, the examination has become online now, has become digital. So the fees guys, if you see, the fees is very much suitable, and there are no fixed working hours. आप रात में जब फ्री होते हो या ऑफिस से जब आते हो, आप तभी भी ये काम कर सकते हो, आप आधी रात को ये काम कर सकते हो. There is no bar. Okay, so this is one of kind. Similar with checker, and yes, observer, I would tell you that yes, whenever exams are there, okay, so 10-15-16 days जितने भी exams होते हैं, तो हम लोग इस time का हम लोग opportunity ले सकते हैं, and we can apply for becoming an observer also. Okay, the fees is again the honorarium which is paid by ICI is very good. And you can directly, even if you type on Google that ICI examiner or ICI observer, you get the link. Okay. So the next one is becoming faculty in various certificate courses, various post-qualification courses. Okay, so it is not just faculty. Like if someone has taken a break, or if someone is very good at some area of practice, so you can become a faculty also for such courses, because nowadays there are n number of courses which our institute is providing. Okay, so there is always a need for faculties, for paper sitters, for examiners, for evaluators, for reviewing the study materials, for making the study materials, for providing questions to the institute. Okay, so all these things are paid, and you can take the opportunity and encash this opportunity. Then you can also become a faculty at various colleges and management institutes also. Okay, so this you may personally also approach, or even ICI can make you a faculty at some college or management institute. Okay, so this was one of them. Then the next one is quality review board. Yes, just like I think Preeti ma'am told us about this quality review board, the sustainability development program. So guys, basically this feature, what I want to say about ICI, which ICI has provided, is this feature is for the senior and experienced chartered accountants. There are various balance sheets received by ICI for review purpose, for quality review purpose. So ICI allots these balance sheets, these financial report statements to the empaneled CA, all those who are empaneled on the quality review board, and then such chartered accountants with their expertise, with their technical knowledge, they review the things, and they really get a very good amount for this. Like specifically I would say this, कि मैंने काफी सारे CAs को सुना है कि CA senior CAs around 50 to 60, so they say that अब हमको computers नहीं जमता है. Okay, so अगर computers नहीं जमता है तो, but they have the expertise, so even a junior chartered accountant can think that let's take the help of this senior chartered accountant and carry out this type of work. So the expertise will be utilized, and an earning would always be there, right? So this is again one more thing, one more opportunity which our institute provides. Then there's a research committee. Similarly, there's an excellent ICI awards for excellence in financial reporting. Every year this award is given. So when the nominees are received by ICI, at that time, such financial statements, the financial reports are being reviewed by senior chartered accountants. Okay, so even at this place, the research committee requires expert seniors, expert chartered accountants who have various expertise in different areas. Okay, then again, one more thing about the research committee is that there are publications. Publications are taken out by ICI. So sometimes some features, some topics are new. If you call about RERA or GST, these acts are new, but they are coming from some base, some old base, right? So even institute requires research for such things also, for such topics also. So at that time, our ICI it takes various expertise from various chartered accountants, and then compiles the books, or you can say the guidance notes, or any material, any professional material which we can use, right? Then And of course, you can see the honorarium, which is up to rupees 1 lakh for research publication, and even for reviewing also the honorarium which you get is very good. Then yes, research committee also gives a doctoral scholarship scheme. This is basically, I would suggest for women who are a graduate, because nowadays you do graduation, you are a chartered accountant, and then you feel that I cannot do PhD if I am not a master. I do not have a master's degree. So nowadays many of the universities have recognized our CA degree as a master's degree, and we become eligible for PhD. Okay, so I think again, this is a flexible course. Doing PhD is a flexible course. Certain period is given for completing the PhD. So this is again a very good thing. Yes, you get paid for this also, like fellowship जो बोलते हैं, right? So आपको वो भी मिलता है through ICI. Okay, certain topics are given. You have to just choose any one of them, and you are through with this. Then the other one is ICI Journal. This initiative was taken by Women Members Empowerment Committee. And if you give an article in the ICI Journal, so you are paid rupees 5,000 per article. So again, if someone is very good at vocabulary, very good at writing, very good at drafting, so you can take this as an opportunity and earn from this also. Then the next one is the Financial Reporting Review Board and Taxation's Audit Quality Review Board. This board was recently formed by ICI. And again, the same things where earlier we found about the quality review. So here financial reporting, financial statements are reviewed, tax audit reports are reviewed, various transfer pricing things are there. So these various fields are there. The financial statements are prepared under various laws of these statutes also. So ICI also deputes chartered accountants for reviewing such types of reports. Okay, and the honorarium is again 20,000 per report, and you are paid. You are also paid 3 CPRs for this. Okay, so that is really a win-win situation. And the next one is the board of studies. If someone is into teaching, okay, like Pradnya also read about me, that I was a faculty at ICI for mathematics and statistics for the foundation subject. If anyone is at all interested in teaching or reviewing the module or giving questions to ICI, you can take this opportunity and enroll yourself, empanel yourself on the board of studies and become a faculty at board of studies. There are also VCC from the COVID period. Our institute started the virtual coachings, so you can also become a faculty over there, and you are really paid a very good amount for this. Then again, the MCS course, like Priti ma'am told about this, you can become a faculty at MCS course, the orientation course. If you are good at computers, if you have expertise in computers, if there are some chartered accountants who come from a engineering background. Okay, so they engineering means they must be IT or computer science also. So they have a really very good knowledge about programming and all the things. Since our syllabus, our institute syllabus has been changed, and it has been updated. I would say it has been updated, and new concepts, which also includes a little programming. So these things are also incorporated in the syllabus. So one can take this as an opportunity and become a faculty at ITT also, because you can become a faculty as well as you can review the study material, you can give questions, you can give case studies also. Okay, so this is again one more opportunity. Then the next one is committee on our institute has a committee on capital market and investors protection. So if someone is really interested and having a very good knowledge about capital market and investors protection, then they can enroll with this committee and get empaneled with this committee. Okay, you can also take investor awareness programs on your individual level also. When you take such type of programs, you are paid individually. You do not require anybody's help, just that you need to get empaneled yourself with ICI, and you can start taking the programs. Okay, so that's the fact. Then there are some more avenues, like you can act as a resource person in various study groups. Institute has formed various study groups, basically taking into mind that people take breaks, or people have, or sometimes we chartered accountants, we choose a selected area and work into that area. So at such times we need, when some other issue comes, so we need expertise or technical guidance regarding such things, regarding such issues. So at that time we can refer these groups also. Okay, then the next one is peer review board. Yes, you can become a peer reviewer. You can empanel yourself on the peer review board. Then you can become an auditor for our ICI branches, regional councils. Okay, and such empanelment is done through our ICI audit committee only. Then there's a CA Connect portal, just which we saw. It is just like that. Here you have to, like someone, if someone is finding for an opportunity, may it be work from home or part-time opportunity or a full-time opportunity, either in firms or in companies. So you can connect with this portal. You can submit your information, and you would get opportunities from here also. Then the next one is independent woman director. Yes, this is only for women, but yes, you can become an independent woman director. You just have to appear an exam, and you are through. You can become an independent woman director, which is now the requirement of MCA in every company. Okay, so then the next one is, yes, you can take, अगर कुछ भी नहीं है but हमको CA के बारे में तो मालूम है ना, तो we can take career awareness programs at various forums, at various colleges, various classes, various big institutes. Okay, we just have to visit there. We have to tell the students about our CA career, how the things go. Again, you need to empanel for this committee. It's a CCC committee. And if you put ICI CCC on Google, you'll get the link. Okay, so just get empaneled and start delivering lectures. You get paid individually for this. So I think the easiest way, I think it's not really difficult to earn when you become a CA. Okay, then the next one is conducting investor awareness programs, just like CCC. And what we talked a few minutes earlier about capital market. So you need not be a capital market professional. Okay, even if you have knowledge about investor awareness, like various investment schemes, whatever you think an investor must know, so you can take such type of programs and deliver your knowledge, your expertise in these areas also. Then guys, this was all about, I have covered very few opportunities. These opportunities were obviously what ICI gives us, but there are other opportunities too. Now, if you can see on the screen, you can see RBI, SEBI, SFIO, SCBI, NABARD, public sector banks, and all such entities. So these entities, they call for empanelments. Okay, so I request everyone do apply for this, whether you are eligible or not, whether you feel you can do this work or not. Just first try to apply for it. You would get to know what things are required for getting the empanelment, for getting empaneled. Okay, so these are various organizations which require empanelments. Through empanelment, they call for our information over there, and we will discuss what type of information we should give, and in few minutes, what type of information we should give, how we should give, how the things should be delivered. Okay, then these are some other avenues which are not from ICI, but yes, we do have it, like information system auditing. Then forensic accounting is there, energy audits are there. Okay, compliance audit is there, due diligence audit is there. Now someone would say कि हम लोग energy audit में क्या करेंगे, ये कभी हमारे curriculum में नहीं हुआ है. इंस्टीट्यूट का कोई गाइडेंस नोट भी नहीं है, इन केस अगर आ जाए तो हम लोग ये कैसे करेंगे? वी आर ऑडिटर्स एंड वी हैव दिस एज अ प्रोफाइल. Okay, we have the energy audit as a profile. Even today I got a call that we want to do energy audit, and this is just because this energy audit came into picture more earlier. It was there earlier also, but it came into picture more when during the COVID period, the fire took place in various hospitals. Okay, so electrical safety audit, energy audit, these things came into picture more. So these opportunities, these are also emerging opportunities, I would say. These opportunities we should try to grab, because see, traditional practice is always there, and it is always going to be there. Jinke paas hai, unke paas hi rahegi. What about the newcomers? Newcomers, they should come with new knowledge, they should come with new advanced technology. Okay, so if we go with these types of avenues, then I think it is our future is really going to be secured. Okay, then the next one is insolvency and bankruptcy code. If anyone is interested in IBC, so yes, this is a very good area, though you can do it only after 10 years of your practice, but you can take experience from senior chartered accountants, and yes, it is a very emerging area, you must say. Okay, then the next one is drafting services. Guys, drafting services का कुछ ऐसा है कि see, you know what is to be written. Okay, you know what is to be written, you know what is to be explained, but sometimes you have to explain it in a lawful language, in a technical language. Okay, so at such times, if someone feels that yes, I am good in drafting, so this is a totally separate and different area of practice. Okay, so not only drafting your partnership deeds or all those things, but even drafting appeals, drafting replies replies when you appear before CIT, before ITAT, before High Court, or even Supreme Court. Though we are not being chartered accountants, we are not allowed, but then drafting you can always do. Okay, drafting you can always do, because you know the act, because you know the law, you know the issues of the case. Okay, so this is again a very good area where you can work. Then the next one is emerging opportunities under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Okay, so there are various opportunities. If you visit the PMLA, arbitration and all those things, even appellates are here. And since the things are all about money, all about financial accounts also come into picture, so our role is very important over here also. Then the next one is specialty audit services, the social audit which ma'am was talking about. Like there is going to be a social stock exchange. So I think this is an emerging area, and I think yes, many charitable institutions have come up, and yes, I think they would also be regularized by this, and they would require again various technical knowledge, various technical issues would be there, and I think we would be the better person to explain or talk about these issues. Then the next one is CSR. Yes, that is corporate social responsibility. So you have an opportunity over here ki kitna lena hai, how much to give, what would be the ratios which would be allowed, and all other things. Then internal audit of PSUs under various laws applicable to them, like SEBI, IRDA, even other PSUs are also there. Okay, like MSEDCL is there, then your TCL is there. If you don't know, just एक MSE भी नहीं होता है, उसमें भी 3 होते हैं, MSEDCL होता है, MSETCL होता है, and एक generation वाला होता है. DCL is distribution, TCL is transmission, and GCL is generation, electricity generation. Okay, so we do not come to know. Like recently, if someone would have applied for CAG, a CAG empanelment, if you see, there is a section which asks you whether you have audited a PSU. Okay, हम लोग हमेशा PSB ही करते रहते हैं, सारे एम्पैनल मैक्सिमम एम्पैनलमेंट्स में PSB पूछते हैं, बट PSU जब पूछते तो if you see the list, you'll come to know, my God, there are so many PSUs and we do not know any of them. Okay, So yes, empanelments are there for those areas also, for such PSUs also. But the thing is कि we do not apply or we hesitate to apply कि हमको इसमें आता नहीं या फिर हमको इसमें कोई exposure नहीं है. So things are not like that. The audit and our basics are what we have been taught in our study curriculum, and on the basis of that we can shoot, we can boost, we can like push any type of audit. Okay, this I am saying about out of my personal experience. Okay. Then the next one is revenue and expenditure audit. Many of you must have been doing such audits, and if someone is not doing, so this is also a very good area for auditing, like come and whatever. Okay. Then the next one is educational institution, UGC, educational. If someone is auditing an educational institution, so they also require various type of other audits, like UGC audit hai, NAC audit hai. So they need to do such audits. They need to carry out such audits in order to report under their acts, okay, under their laws, under the educational institution laws. Okay. So again, this is an emerging area. Then certification, yes, certification, since we have been allotted with UDIN now, okay, we have to give our UDIN on every certification we do. So guys, kindly look at the guidance note issued by ICAI on certification part, because many points are there. Because earlier it used to happen, we used to just certify the things. We never put any disclaimers or any qualifications or any reservations in our report. But if you see this guidance note, it is very helpful. And I think our profession, we chartered accountants are safe after using these guidance notes, after putting those points which are mentioned in this guidance note. Okay. So this was certification. Then the next one is credit audit, propriety audit is there, NPA audit is there for non-performing assets of banks. Then transfer pricing, yes, it is also a very good and emerging area, because nowadays all are doing exports and imports, and all are going online, all are going, there is no limit for expanding the business. All are going overseas and setting up their businesses. So this is again an emerging area. Then litigations work. There are some firms, if we see in the metro cities, some firms which only work into litigations. So again, if you have a good hold on the language, on understanding the law, on interpreting the law and statutes, so this is a very good opportunity for us. And I'm not talking about these opportunities only for male members. I am talking for female members as well, because being into practice from last say 8 years, so I am also into litigations work, though we are having traditional practice, but I am into litigations, and it is not at all difficult. It is not at all difficult. अगर आपको law मालूम है ना, आप किसी को भी चित और पट कर सकते हो. Okay. So then the next one is the foreign services. Like earlier we had VAT, but now VAT is there still in Dubai and UAE. Okay, so we can take opportunities from there also. There are many chartered accountants who are doing foreign accounting or giving foreign services also. Okay. Then the next one is registered valuer. You can become a registered valuer. Registered valuer in the sense business valuation and shares valuation. Okay, so various valuations are there, valuation profiles are there. So you can become a valuer and start practices there also. Then the most common, which we all are doing, is consultancy under various laws. Whatever law we are comfortable with, we provide services, we provide consultancy services in such laws. Then the next one is charitable institutions. Yes, nowadays charitable, since I said charitable, many charitable institutions are coming up. They are forming Section 8 companies. Earlier they used to get registered under the Bombay Public Trust Act or the Societies Registration Act. But nowadays companies are getting registered with Section 8 companies, and they are really doing great charitable purposes. They are fulfilling the charitable purposes at various places in various areas. The next one is arbitration, mediation, and conciliation. Again, this is a very different area, and I can say a different area, and you can say a very good area. अगर झगड़ने का, लड़ने का अगर इच्छा है, अगर जुनून है, तो फिर this area is very good for you. Okay, so again, drafting thing comes here. You can become a arbitral award. You can draft arbitral awards. You can prepare submissions to arbitrator, even if you are not. There's a course at ICI for ADRs for basic knowledge, but then even if you do not do that, even if you are not doing that course, still you can help. You can get the experience, obviously. And you can help in preparation and submissions to the arbitrator. Then again, the NGO sector comes, and so we would not talk about this because charitable institutions we have already covered. Then the recent development which we got is on the GEM portal. On GEM portal, we are able to register now. So that is a very good opportunity. We would be able to provide services directly to government. So we should register on GEM portal. Every firm should register on GEM portal. Now, today's main feature, what I wanted to ponder is about empanelments. So let's come to the first point. Read and understand the terms and conditions. How many of you are here who apply for CAG empanelment and are not empaneled till now? Not empaneled till now. Okay, yes sir. So yeah, कुछ लोग तो करते ही नहीं है, कुछ लोग तो अप्लाई ही नहीं करते, बट जो कुछ करते हैं उनको ऑडिट्स नहीं आते. काइंडली रीड द टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस ऑफ एवरी एम्पैनलमेंट वेरी वेरी नाइसली, बिकॉज वहां लिखा होता है कि आप कैसे एम्पैनल होगे, वहां इनडायरेक्टली लिखा होता है कि आप एम्पैनल कैसे होगे. बट द थिंग इज कि हम लोग एम्पैनलमेंट जब भी अप्लाई करते हैं तो एक हड़बड़ी में अप्लाई करते हैं, या फिर कोई जूनियर उसके लिए अप्लाई करता है, या फिर वी डू नॉट गिव मच टाइम, बस बेसिक डिटेल्स डालकर एंड हम लोग सबमिट कर देते हैं. प्लीज डू नॉट डू लाइक दैट. रीड द टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस, नॉट ओनली रीड बट अंडरस्टैंड देम कि ये किसको पैनल पे लेने वाले हैं. Like for CAG empanelment, many of my friends say that हम लोगों ने अप्लाई तो किया बट हम लोग एम्पैनल नहीं हुए आज तक. Guys, have you read about the terms and conditions? Partnership form तो है, but the income part which is given to the partners from the firm, nobody looks at that condition, and you just go and apply for the empanelment. And guys, empanel भी है ना, plan करना होता है. जब भी हम लोग अप्लाई करते हैं ना, we have to plan a empanelment. We have to plan to apply for empanelment. हम लोग कैसे इसके लिए एलिजिबल होंगे ये हमको देखना है. एवरी ईयर हम लोग बैलेंस शीट बना लेते हैं, whatever profit is there, whatever profit arrives, हम लोग सब कुछ कर लेते हैं, but we never plan any empanelment. You have to plan the empanelment. Okay, then the second one is profile making. I have seen many of them just ऐसे ही प्रोफाइल बना लेते हैं, ऐसे ही प्रोफाइल बना लेते हैं, एंड they just submit it. आपका you have to put adjectives. क्या होता है ना, हम लोग काम बहुत करते हैं, बहुत मेहनत करते हैं, बट हम प्रोफाइल उतना अच्छा नहीं बनाते. आपका हर एक चीज प्रोफाइल में आना चाहिए, every single thing. Like I know Japanese basically. Okay, so one fine day I did Japanese just for my passion, but then one fine day I got a call that Japanese, these documents are required to be translated, and the documents were some financial documents whose expertise we chartered accountants have. Okay, so I did the thing, and I got the experience. Okay, I did the thing, I did the work, I earned very good from it. Okay, but then the thing is, did I incorporate this thing into my profile? I did not. Okay, so this teaches me that I should incorporate every single little thing into my profile. अगर मैं किसी को orally advisory भी करती हूँ, कुछ advice भी करती हूँ, that should come into my profile. Okay, बढ़िया profile बनाओ, because some empanelments are such कि they look at your profile and grant you audits, okay, and grant you work. So you have to take care about this. Then the next one is incorporate each and every experience. That's what I just said. Give adequate time to fill out all the details. बस ऐसे ही कुछ मत डालो. कभी कभी तो ऐसा होता है कि पार्टनर्स कोई सर्टिफिकेशन कोर्स कर लेते हैं, बट जो अप्लाई कर रहा है उसको पता ही नहीं होता है. ठीक है, like concurrent audit, system audits. So these things are actually required. Okay, and these things are now sought. They seek this information also from us. So we should provide all the correct details, all complete details of whatever our firm has. Then the next one is experience certificates. अब ऐसे होता है कि there are some junior chartered accountants who say हमको audit ही allot नहीं होता है, तो हम लोग experience कहाँ से लाए? हम लोग experience कहाँ से लाए? तो guys हम लोग खुद अपने firm के नाम पर, या you cannot take the work on your name, but obviously you can get an experience from a senior chartered accountant regarding that work. Okay, so जब भी आप किसी के पास ये काम करते हो, do not fail to take the experience certificate from that chartered accountant. Okay, always take experience certificate of any type of audit you do. Okay, then the next one is appointment letters. अगर आपको आप कहीं पे हो, किसी के appointments है आपके पास, जैसे कि public sector banks basically which are required in empanelments, तो preserve those appointment letters very very nicely, because I have seen कि कुछ लोगों के पास इतना काम आ जाता है कि एक हाथ दूसरा appointment letter तो उनसे गुम हो ही जाता है. Okay, so do not do these things. Then eligibility criteria for empanelment, yes, you should check it. क्या होता है, एक one more thing is there that every proprietor wants कि I should get empaneled, but at some places they require partnership firms. Okay, they require FCAs. So you feel that क्यों हमने partnership करना है? अगर है जरूरी तो है, ठीक है? Because the reason behind it is that a single partner is not expected to know everything. Okay, a single proprietor, I would say, is not expected to know everything. So if there are partners, the empaneling agency, they have a confidence that yes, there might be a segregation of work, a distribution of various departments in such firm. Okay, so this might also be the criteria. But अगर है partnership and आपको उस panel पे आना ही है, तो प्लीज गो विथ इट एंड प्लीज मेक अ पार्टनरशिप फर्म. कुछ नहीं बिगड़ता है, आपके फ्रेंड्स, आपके जो भी नियरेस्ट डियरेस्ट रिलेटिव्स है, मेक अ पार्टनरशिप, मेक एन एग्रीमेंट एंड गो विथ इट. देन द नेक्स्ट वन इज पार्टनर्स प्रोफाइल. some call for partners profile also, so kindly make the profile very nicely. And the last one I would say,
sorry to interrupt.
Yes,
we are running out of time, so if you can conclude.
Yes, ma'am, this is the last one. This is the last slide. Yeah, I'm concluding. So details of associates, ex-bankers and other qualified staff. If you apply for banks, then they need ex-bankers in your firm. Okay, if anyone of you have applied for SBI's empanelment, they have asked for a technical person, for an engineer. Okay, so now it's time that we need to have engineers also in a firm. Okay, so that's the reason I always say read and understand the terms and conditions, read and understand the eligibility criteria for empanelment. Okay, so these were the main points which I wanted to ponder regarding the empanelments, various empanelments and the various professional opportunities. Guys, traditional practice तो है, but फिर कुछ areas है जो many are unaware. So that was the reason I brought these today with the help of this presentation, with the help of JCAF. And yes, lastly I would say that success is yours. You just have to have faith in yourself. You just have to believe in yourself, and that's what. And ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने अगर कोई चीज किया नहीं है तो मुझे आएगा नहीं. You just go for it, believe in yourself, because knowledge हमारे पास एक ऐसी चीज है जो हमारे पास ही है, and we cannot buy it. Okay, we cannot buy or lend it. So let's make the use of a knowledge and believe in ourselves. We can do absolutely everything. Okay, and then again, it is not the skill. It's will what we require. It's not the skill, it's will what we require, and a passion for the work. Okay. Then yes, you should obviously give time to yourself. And me first doesn't mean me too. Please take this into consideration. And with this, I conclude myself. I thank JCAF. I thank Chaya Jain ma'am, and I'm extremely sorry for taking much time, for going over time, rather, I would say. But yes, I hope my things have been delivered very clearly. And if there are queries, so we can take them.
Thank you, Sapna ma'am.
Chai ma'am, just excuse me. Friends, we are proposing to extend our session by another 25 minutes because one more speaker is there. Please excuse us for our time management and please stay with us for next 25 minutes. Thank you very much. Chai ma'am. Yeah.
Thanks, Mahaviji. Sapna ma'am, thanks a lot for your sharing, because indeed lot of people, including me, didn't know about the so much areas and venues are available from ICAI side or other sites as well. And it's always good to nurture new venues to and work on it. Thanks a lot. Now I would request CA Pradnya to introduce our last but not least speaker of the day, CA Maushmi Shah, ma'am.
So since maximum people are here from Pune, so I guess almost everybody knows Mosmi ma'am, but I'll still introduce her. आपल्या गावाच्या म्हणजे मौसमी मॅम. So Mosmi ma'am has been ICI member since 16 years, and she's currently a proprietor at Shah and Associates. She has previously worked with WNS Global Services and was a senior consultant at BNY Mellon India Private Limited at corporate taxation. She's also visiting faculty at various management colleges and is currently an independent director at a BSc listed company. She is also a managing committee member and a Vikasa chairperson at Pune branch of ICAI. So with no delay, I would like to call upon Mosmi ma'am to share her views.
Thank you so much for my lovely introduction. Respected President JCF Apex Shantilalji Kochar ji, President JCF Pune CA Santosh Doshi ji, General Secretary JCF Pune Mahavir Chanodia ji, my principal, my guru, CA Sunil Vakharia ji, who is here at the meeting, CA Shweta Jain ma'am, CA Swapna Lunath ji, and my dear friend Arun Giri, who is also there in this meeting. Thank you so much, everyone, for giving this lovely opportunity to share my views, to share my mantra of success on this platform. Thank you so much. And to start with, to begin with, let me share a small story with you first. And that story is of a princess who one day was called by her father, and he said that I would like to give you a lovely jewelry set. And why don't you come with me so that you can choose yours? So the girl, the princess, was very happy, and she immediately agreed for it. And in that case, when they were walking towards the place where the jewelry set was kept, the father, the king, he said that one thing you have to remember, once you go into the hall, we have placed tables there. On every table, you have a jewelry set. You see the set, if you like it, pick it up immediately. But if you go ahead to see the next jewelry set, the moment you move ahead to the second table, you won't be able to come back and pick up the earlier one. So if you see the first one, make the choice right away, pick it up and walk out. If you don't like it, go ahead. And the princess was like, okay, fine. That is absolutely okay with her. And she entered the hall. She went to the first table. It was a lovely necklace there, and she just loved it. But then there was a thought in her mind that there could be something much better on the second table. So let me have a look at that. Maybe there's something better there. She walked ahead. She went to the second one. Again, equally wonderful necklace was there. Very tempting necklace was there, and she would have loved to pick it up. But again, the same thought came, maybe in the next one. And in this way, the second, third, fourth, fifth table, And then it so happened that he suddenly went and dashed on something, and what she could see is her head was hit against a mirror. So the hall on the other side had a mirror where she actually went and dashed. Because of the mirror, she was under the imagination that there are many more tables which are already placed there. But because of that, what happened was she had already crossed the last table, and now she cannot go back to any of those tables. My dear friends, life is the same. We get opportunities at every step. If you pick it up, well, very good, you could definitely succeed. But if you lose it, if you say maybe the next one, maybe the next time, maybe this is not the right time, we have many ifs and buts. And if we just miss on any of these opportunities, then probably the success that we get may be delayed, or we may not be successful at all. So the first point I would like to stress is, see to it that you grab opportunities whenever you get it. Saying later, after some time, maybe not now, is not going to help you. Always be focused, see to it, opportunity comes, you grab it. The second thing that you need to have is, you should be able to have or design goals in your life. And goals, when I say, they should be of various types. They should be short term, medium term, as well as long term goals. At the same point of time, we need to have goals in various areas, our personal growth as well as our professional growth. So when I say various types of goals, we have to break down our goals into into financial goals, health goals, social goals, and also career related goals. So if I have a short term goal, if I have a medium term goal, if I have a long term goal, then I know that how do I go ahead? How would I see to it that I go to the next step in the ladder? So having goals, but at the same time, breaking it into short term, medium term, and long term goals will definitely help you to reach or rise the success ladder in a very short period of time. So see to it that you have goals, you have dreams, dream big, do big, grab all opportunities that you have had. Be hungry, be greedy for the goals, for the success that you want to achieve in life. And at the same time, point of time, also see to it that you be self-motivated. We all are professionals here. And we should actually avoid spoon feeding or hand holding attitudes here. The reason being, at this point of time, we should be in a position to be self-inspired, self-motivated. Now, let me share you a small example, or let me ask you a question in case if we all plan a trip and if we would like to go to Mahabaleshwar and suddenly something happens to the vehicle that through which we are going. What would happen is maybe there could be people who could come and push our car or bus, maybe for some 5 feet, 10 feet, maybe a half a kilometer, but not definitely beyond that. So what I'm trying to say is, people are there to help you. People would like to help you. People would love to help you. But being totally dependent on others, being totally dependent on your seniors, juniors, family, or friends is not going to help. What is required is, you have to be self-motivated. You have to be self-inspired. You should see to it that that fire inside is always there. And to keep it going, these goals, which you have divided into these parts, short term, small term, and long term, will definitely help you. So I know we have to live in the present moment, but at the same point of time, we have to see to it that we have goals so that it helps us to move forward in our life. It helps to let not that stagnation be in our life. So to understand this, I would also like to add one more point, and that is, for this, you need to understand your self-worth. You yourself should know as to what your self-worth is. You should understand the intelligence level that you have. You should understand the skills that you have. You should understand the smartness you have. At the same point of time, you also have to know that this is just one life that you have got, and it is your duty to bring out the best out of it, to see to it that you end up being the best version of yourself. And for this, if at all required, you can definitely have a guru. A guru will definitely help you to bring out the qualities in you. Just to quote a small example, we all know that Sachin Tendulkar had a guru, and that was Achrekar sir. If it was not for Achrekar sir, maybe Sachin Tendulkar wouldn't have been what he is right now. So one thing, having a guru would definitely help you, but at the same point of time, that self-inspired effort, self-motivated effort has to be there, because you all must be knowing that Achrekar sir had one more student of his. His name was Mr. Gurau. He was equally capable, or I can say maybe he was more capable than what Sachin Tendulkar was. But what was the problem with him was he was not focused. He was not focused at all. He went into some small things like not listening to the teacher, not listening to the guru, not following the advices of the guru. And he was not grounded. He started thinking too much of himself. So because of such things, he could not be where Sachin Tendulkar now is. So at one point of time, his career was very good, but at that point of time, he stopped his further efforts. And please remember, when you talk about efforts, efforts have to be consistent. 365 days, these efforts have to be put in, because 365 minus 1 would make it 0. If those efforts are not continuous efforts, if they are not consistent efforts, if they are not refined, self-inspired efforts, then you would again go back to 0. So whether big or small, continuous efforts are what is required. And for that, what could help you is something that I call it as a Taj. Every one of you has a Taj around you, the invisible Taj around you. And what is that Taj? T stands for time. See to it that you utilize your time, you use your time, you see to it that this time is adequately used. The time is used for the right things. At the right time, right things should be done. Just think, what if God has recharged, say, this 1000 minutes in your life? How would you use it? So after a particular time, he again would recharge the next 1000 minutes. So whatever recharge you have right now, how would you make the best use of it? This is what you have to see. So see to it that the T, that is time, is used wisely and not wasted. Second thing is accuracy. Try to bring as much as accuracy in things that you are trying to do. Just don't do things for the sake of doing it. If at all you see to it that the things that you do have accuracy into it, automatically you will excel, you will rise above all the people who are working around you doing the same job that you are doing. And the last J is for judgment. Don't judge others, but judge yourself. Judge whether the thing that you are doing, whether the pace at which you are doing is correct. Judge yourself whether whatever you are doing is better than what you were doing yesterday. And for this, see to it that you have the right attitude. You also have the positive things. You think positively, you do positively. As you already know, what is more important everywhere and is not only positive actions, but positive thoughts also. So affirmations, positive thoughts should be a part of your day-to-day life, should be a routine actually. Wherever you feel negativity is around, see to it that you move away from that place. Because to be in positive attitude, to be in positive vibrations will really help you to achieve success in a better and faster way. In fact, I have heard once that you are actually the average of the 5 people with whom you stay all the time. So suppose if you are staying, or if you have friends who are fitness freaks, automatically it so happens that you would also see to it that you are doing something for the better of your health. If you have friends who are investing into share markets and you always sit, walk, talk with them together, then it may so happen that you also would end up being into the share market, trading, investing into the share market once upon a time. But then what does that mean? It means that you have to choose your circle wisely. You have to see to it that since you want to achieve a certain thing, always try to be amongst people who are like-minded and who will help you to grow, who will always keep your positive energy up, and will always keep you motivated. So for that, you need to have the right attitude, come what may. Sometimes it may so happen that you do not get success in spite of all the efforts that you are trying to put in. But then what is required is resilience. And just to quote a few names, I would like to take the names of, say, Thomas Edison, who was an inventor. We had Neil Armstrong, who was an astronaut. Nelson Mandela, he was a politician. Amitabh Bachchan, actor. Now, I'm not taking these names randomly, but these people have something common in their life, and that is they all went through a lot of hardships, failures, illness, losing loved ones, financial problems, medical emergencies. But they had the power of bouncing back. They had the power of getting back. They had the power of resilience. They could come back, they could bounce back with double the energy, with double the efforts, with double the hard work. So what is required is that bouncing back attitude should also be there in case if we are not successful at any point of time. So this is always to be remembered, and this you always have to keep into your mind. The next thing that I would like to say is, one thing to be remembered always is also give back to the society, because the more you give, the more will come back to you. If you see, nature also does the same thing. You give one thing to a nature, nature will give thousands of things in return. You just sow one single seed, one single say mango seed, and then you will have a tree, and then tree will give you hundreds and thousands of mangoes. So you give one, nature will give you 1,000 things. So always see to it that we are living in one small world, and there are many less fortunate people who are there in the society. So our duty, our obligation is to see to it that you give back to the society, you help somebody to be into a better state. So giving back to the world will directly or indirectly also help you to grow, to succeed. And one more thing to add is, when we are aiming higher, when we say we have to achieve things, at times we'll have to be fierce, we'll have to be very aggressive, we'll have to be fearless, so that we achieve whatever we want. So our efforts have to be focused, our energy has to be positive, and our actions should speak more than our words. So this was a small thing that I would like to tell you, with another story as well. Another story which I just recalled, and that story was of a little boy who asked his father as to what is the value of a small stone that they had in their house, which the father kept very carefully. And the father said, you do one thing, you asked a few, just take this with you and you ask somebody and they will tell you the value. The first thing that the boy did was he asked his friend. The friend said, this stone looks good, it has a shine into it, maybe it is a few hundreds of rupees. Then he went and he asked his neighbor. The neighbor said, this really looks very good, and maybe it's thousands of rupees. He went to some school teachers or some people, wherein they said, yes, this is a very special stone, maybe it is worth 25,000 rupees. And then finally somebody directed him to a jeweler, and when the jeweler had a look at it, the jeweler said, this stone is worth crores of rupees. Even if I sell my entire jewelry shop, I wouldn't be able to pay you this. So this shows that if you approach the right people, they will make you understand your actual worth. You don't need validations of people who are around you now and always. Always see to it that validations have to be from the right people. Anybody and everybody around you saying a few things to you should not make you lose your temper. And at the same point of time, also see to it that you absolutely don't argue, because that gives you a negative energy that will pull down or slower your path towards success. So never argue. Actually, once it so happened that Michelangelo, he's a sculptor. So he had made a beautiful idol, and that was a fantastic one. A huge idol was there. And there was a one reputed person from a big city who had come to see this idol. And when he looked at the idol, he just said that the idol is very good, but the nose is slightly thicker, it is bigger, and it should not be so big or so thick. Now, Michelangelo was a learned person. He had balance of his mind. And he said that, okay, fine, I think whatever you are saying is correct. So what did he do is, he had some scrubbing paper. He took it. Apart from that, he also took some sand in his hand, and he went near the statue and he started rubbing the nose of the statue. And while he was rubbing the nose of the statue, that big man, that rich man who had come there, he could see some fine particles moving down from the statue. So it was as if it was appearing as if he was rubbing that nose and the nose was made thinner. But actually, what Michelangelo was doing is, he was just showing as if he's rubbing, but he was not. And the fine sand that he had into his hand, that is what was he was trying to put it down so that it appears as if he's rubbing the nose. After some point of time, after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, after some point of time, Michelangelo finished doing it. And then he came to that man. And then he said, do one thing, you stand at a faraway place and now look at the statue and just now tell me, now is this fine? Now this person, he went behind wherever Michelangelo had asked him to. And then he said, yes, now this is the perfect job that you have done. Now the nose looks fantastic. So actually, did Michelangelo do anything to the nose of the statue? He really did not do anything. But sometimes you have to use the presence of your mind. There are sometimes people around you who would always want to correct you in whatever you have done. There are sometimes people around you who are so boastful of themselves and who would always like to show some imperfections that you may actually not have, but still they would want you to show. So over there's no use of arguing with them. There's no use of having a quarrel with them. But the only thing is, see to it that you use your brains and tackle it in the way as Michelangelo had did. So it is as good as you have to see to it that you satisfy a few people's ego also. Sometimes you have to ignore it instead of getting into quarrels. And according to me, that will definitely give you, keep you away from negative energy, that is that. And with one small quote, I would like to just end my talk. And that is, अगर आप में सीखने की चाह है, अगर आप में सीखने की चाह है, मेहनत करने का जज्बा है और आगे बढ़ने की इच्छा और आग है, तो सफलता पाने से आपको कोई नहीं रोक सकता, कोई नहीं रोक सकता. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just a sec. Thank you very much, Mosmi ma'am. It was splendid, very nice learning and on success mantra, which indeed leads to earning and success in our profession. Thanks a lot. At this stage, I would like to say, like, there was a saying in a yesteryear, "Abla जीवन तेरी यही कहानी, आंचल में है दूध आंखों में पानी." But I must say, this saying is not hold any validity in this current scenario when women can walk shoulder to shoulder with the man, and the credit for the same goes to the man for accepting women's partnership in a very dignified manner. Thanks to all men in and around our life to make our life successful, and special thanks to Santosh and Mahavir sir for organizing such a beautiful seminar on Women's Day today. And on this note, I would request Santosh ji sir to kindly give a vote of thanks. Thanks everybody. Santosh sir, dice is all yours.
Thank you, Chaya madam. But before giving vote of thanks, I would like to request to Mahavir bhai to have some of his शेरो शायरी या उनकी कुछ दो पंक्तियां उनको पेश करनी है.
Thanks Santosh sir for reminding me. Thanks yes Mahavir ji, आपकी शेरो शायरी required है. It would be best gift for Women's Day.
Yes.
चलो थैंक यू। जो आखिरी 29 लोग बचे हैं उनके पेशे खिदमत है, जो मैं 2-4 लाइन जो लिख लेता हूँ इधर उधर, तो उस तरीके से। पुष्पा नाम सुनकर फ्लावर समझे क्या, ये तो फायर है, छेड़ोगे तो लगेगा शॉक, ये बिजली की लाइव वायर है, झुकेगी नहीं। क्या बोला, मर्द बड़ा है तू फाइटर, और ये बोलो तो एकदम अबला नारी। ढक्कन समझ नॉलेज की बात, पुरुष तो है केवल भोगी, नारी है परम उपकारी, झुकेगी नहीं। तू होगा किसी का हस्बैंड, बाप, बेटा या भाई, पर इन सब पर है भारी एक एज, बोले तो आई।
नारी।
छोड़ ना ये बड़ा छोटा, ब्लू पिंक, हैंडसम और ब्यूटीफुल की लड़ाई, मेरे भाई सुन ले महावीर की सलाह, हमेशा वुमन को इज्जत से बुला, क्योंकि वो झुकेगी नहीं। मैं फिर कहूंगा, पुष्पा नाम सुनकर फ्लावर समझे क्या, ये तो है फायर, झुकेगी नहीं।
Absolutely mind blowing. Wow, Mahavir sir.
ये
हमारे
सभी जो
JCF
अपने यहाँ पे उपस्थित जो भी मेरे भाई बहन, भाई नहीं बहन है पर्टिकुलरली, जो यहाँ पे उपस्थित है, उनके पेशे खिदमत थी। मुझे आशा है कि उनको थोड़ी सी तो पसंद आई रहेगी। थैंक यू।
बहुत बढ़िया थी सर, इट वॉज एब्सोल्युटली
टू गुड, टू गुड। तो ये महावीर भाई जो है वो हमारे JCAF पुणे के पुष्पा है। थैंक्स गॉड, थैंक्स गॉड, रियली थैंक्स गॉड, इसलिए कि हमने ये सेशन रिकॉर्ड किया। पता ही नहीं था कि कहते हैं ना, एक नारी सब पे भारी। यहाँ पे तो 4-4 नारियां है, वो भी माने तो हुज हु ऐसे टाइप की सब नारियां, जिनमें नॉलेज, एक्सपीरियंस कूट कूट के भरा हुआ है। पहले लेते हैं अपने प्रीति जी मैडम। तो उन्होंने अपने को, मैंने तो सब हमको अलग अलग जो भी कुछ इनिशिएटिव्स ICI के लेवल पे हो रहे हैं उसके बारे में वाकिफ किया। देन 3Ds was her another point, particularly desire, determination, and devotion. That was the matter that she has explained us. Then came Shweta madam, most important part of life, which nowadays we are experiencing, that work and life balancing. She had rather given us 5 good tips, which can practically be adopted in our day-to-day life, and our life as well as our profession can be much more easier. Then came Sapna madam. Oh my God, she has got a huge, rather bundle of other ideas, which about which we are not well aware about the things. In fact, I had taken screenshots of all of her presentations. So, as well as we had recorded this particular session. So we do have good amount of knowledge that what she was talking about, what were the other areas that we can rather have in our practice, particularly for our senior members, because obviously seniors are not that techno savvy. But with our experience as well as our exposure in different fields, we can certainly take benefit of the areas about which she has already explained. There were a number of other areas like say quality review board, research committee, board of studies, CA Connect portal, capital market related some other options, empanelment related some process, as well as what precautions you should take. We can say that yes, today we have got a new subject along with a new speaker to talk on this particular part, and we should have rather we should arrange such a kind of separate session for her, and we can rather take benefit for all of us about her knowledge. Then the big part of success mantra in uh, Mausami's own perception, in own her version. That was the next part. She has explained us how to set up various goals, which were short-term as well as medium-term goals, long-term goals, and how to refine yourself to achieve those goals. And one another new mantra about Taj. We're just aware about Taj, which has been built up by Shah Jahan. But this new version of Taj, that is time, accuracy, and judgment. Really, it is quite important and fascinating one. So, friends, you all will be agreeing with me that today All of these 4 ladies have given us a good insight on the subjects that they have been allotted for. And not the last one, but obviously I should give a special thanks to all of the attendees. Particularly, the session has been started with the blessings of Param Pujanya Padmaji Sahib Maharaj Sahib. At the same time, this particular session has been blessed by Sadhviji Kirti Shilaji Madam. At the same time, our President of Apex, Shantilalji Kochar, President of Mumbai, New Mumbai branch, TC Bafnaji, General Secretary of Apex, Amrit Bhai Porwal, as well as other distinguished board members, as well as members from Pune chapter and other chapters have attended this particular session. Also, a new guest, our beloved Arun Bhai, he was also present throughout the session. And with her humorous speech, the session who has made live, that is host Chaya Jain Madam, as well as anchoring done by Pradnya Bam, that was also fabulous one. And the last one, but not the least one, my colleague, my friend, General Secretary of Pune chapter, CA Mahavir Bhai Chanodia, who has happened to be a Pushpa of Pune chapter. So I'm thankful to all of you, and I declare that the session is concluded. Thanks. Shabba khair. Good night. Jai Jinendra.
Finally, the session is over now after 30 minutes of delay, but I hope those who are there have enjoyed this. Kochar sir, you want to share something?
No, it was a fantastic session, and it was very impressive, and all the speakers were the gem of the profession, and we should invite them for some other session also and some other topic of the JCF.
Surely, sir.
Thank you.
Surely.
Now I